Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another episode of Myth Busting Mondays. I hope you guys are looking forward to today's episode because, ladies and gentlemen, for the final myth, this is going to be an interesting one. It is going to be, can you get over 1,000 ping in Left 4 Dead? Are we able to make the game lag beyond belief without the servers crashing? That is going to be the final myth of today's episode, and it's a really unique and interesting one. I think you guys are going to really like the results that we got. If you guys end up enjoying today's video by the end, please end up dropping a like to show your guys' support. If you guys have any myths that you would like to see featured in next week's episode, please put them in the comments down below. But anyways, guys, let's get on with this week's episode of Myth Busting Mondays. Myth: can you open the secret Easter egg room door on the last stand as a special infected? Alrighty guys, so this very first myth was submitted by Glabursko, and Glabursko wants to know, can you open up the secret Easter egg room that is on the last stand where the golden crowbar is at? Now, we are going to be doing this by going into a versus match with me, Glabursko, Dan, and Drages, and Dan is going to be playing as a multitude of special infected, just simply trying to open up the secret room by meleeing it a couple times and just seeing if his special infected powers can end up breaking down the door, because traditionally you can only break it down with a melee weapon. Now, to make this even easier for us, I even meleeed the door myself a couple of times until it was one shot, therefore making it extremely weak, so if the special infected can break it, it should only be knocked down after a few attempts, and not going to be taking literally all day. Now, we were not able to end up getting any results with the Hunter, so then Dan became a jockey and tried to use a jockey, even using the jumping powers, but unfortunately, he got no results with the jockey, just like how he didn't get it with the Hunter. Then Dan proceeded to try using the spitter, and that didn't work. Then Dan tried the boomer, and that also didn't work. And then finally, we got until about 2 special infected left. We ended up having the Charger and the Tank left, because unfortunately you can't play as the Witch, and we got no results so far with the Spitter, the Jockey, the Hunter, the Smoker, or the Boomer. And when it came to the Charger, I thought that this was going to be our most likely successful special infected attempt up until the Tank, because the Charger literally can just battering ram into the door. But unfortunately, no matter how many times that Dan tried this, it just would not budge. And then finally, we ended up having the Tank attempt. Now, out of all the special infected, other than the Witch, this is our last chance. The Tank is, like, literally the most indestructible zombie in the entire game. He is big and he is strong. Like, his brute force of his body should be able to knock this door down if he's allowed to. If the Tank doesn't knock it down, then you just simply cannot do it as a special infected. So Dan is trying to throw rocks at the door. He's trying to end up meleeing the door. Hell, like, he's tried everything so far, but we've not given up hope yet. Maybe it's a brute force thing. Maybe he's got to melee it or shoot rocks at it multiple times rather than just simply doing it once. Maybe it's a commitment thing, who knows. But Dan is trying, and he is really trying. And we even got to the point where we said, hey, Dan, just try to even, like, melee the wheelbarrow and fling the wheelbarrow into the door, and maybe you might get a different result. And we even tried, like, even some other random things, such as, like, some jump shots, trick shots, certain angles of the door, but unfortunately, no matter what we tried, nothing ended up working. So guys, I'm going to leave this myth at busted. Unfortunately, unless we can end up figuring out a way to get a Witch to maybe attempt to do this, but unfortunately you can't control the Witch in the current state of the game. There is no way you can do this in the moment, and sadly, it's busted. Myth: can the crashing plane dynamic event on Dead Air kill a tank? Alrighty guys, now this myth was submitted by Vader, and Vader wants to know, can the crashing plane dynamic event on Dead Air kill a tank? Now that is a really good question, my friend, because the Tank is a big, big boy, and he can literally, a pun intended here, tank pretty much anything. But even though that he's that strong, can he tank an entire airplane? So that is what we're going to be testing here, my friends. So Dan, Glabursko, Drages, and I are on the runway here with a whole bunch of tanks spawned in, and as long as at least one of these tanks dies by the plane, then we know that the myth is confirmed. So Dan is just luring them all right into the middle of the pathway, and the plane's going to crash any second now. If I find at least one dead body of a tank, then we end up getting our results. So here we go. Here comes the plane. And what is the results, ladies and gentlemen, as this brutal chaos is unfolding? Let me see, and... wow. Okay. I thought that the tank was resilient, but Jesus Christ, it survived. every single one of them survived. The only tanks that managed to die were from the fire that was already on the ground prior to the plane being there. So maybe there might be a little bit of a placebo where, like, sure, you could say that the plane's, like, fire was the reason why that the tank died and therefore it counts, but I don't really count any, like, events that spawn in because of the crash. I really am just counting the crash itself, and it looks like that it cannot kill the tank. Alrighty, guys, so this myth is busted. The tank just flat out doesn't give a fuck. He literally will just ignore the plane and act like nothing happened, and unfortunately, it can't kill him on dead air. Myth: can you play golf in Left 4 Dead 2? Alrighty, guys, this myth was once again submitted by Glabursko. So Glabursko originally a few weeks ago asked, could you play baseball in Left 4 Dead 2? And now he's coming back at it again with golf. So we are going to be throwing some pipe bombs on the ground here on the passing, and me and the boys are going to be seeing whether or not it's possible to end up moving it even slightly, just ever so slightly, with our golf clubs. Because if the golf club can get the pipe bomb to move even just a little bit, I will count that, because I'm not looking at this from a practicality sense. I'm not looking for it to go far. I'm just looking to see if it will even move at all. So I'm just chucking the pipe bomb just straight down to the ground on my feet. So essentially it's just straight down and does not move, and then that way there's no placebos or anything. And it's really hard to do this because I'm pretty sure that you just can't exactly get the hit scan. It's like that the melee weapons don't have a collision effect with any throwables, and instead they just kind of do their own thing. Even got to the point where me and everybody else just all threw down multiple pipe bombs at the exact same time, and we just proceeded to melee them, and pretty much nothing happened. There was, like, moments where we thought that they were moving, but I'm pretty sure that that was just our characters, like, shoving them, rather than actually meleeing them with the golf club specifically. And unfortunately, I don't think that this is possible, and I just want to leave this myth at busted. It's a cool idea and concept from a practicality standpoint, though. Not so much. Myth: can you kill multiple zombies with one shotgun shot? Alrighty, guys, this myth was submitted by Zoe, and Zoe's wanting to know, can you get collaterals or multiple kills with a single shotgun shot? Now, out of all of the zombie weapons that are in the game, the shotgun is one of the most strongest weapons in the entire game, and this thing, it would make sense to get collaterals, and it does end up luckily doing that. You guys can see gameplay right here of me just killing a whole bunch of zombies with one pump of each shotgun shot that I shoot, as Dan is spawning in zombies in like a straight line here, basically lining them up for collaterals. Now this is with the normal, like, Left 4 Dead 1 pump shotgun, but I'm also going to switch here shortly to a chrome shotgun. I decided to show the pump shotguns because I'm pretty sure when it comes to the spaz and the auto shotgun, many people will just assume that those guns will one-shot because of their high power, and that is definitely the case. The assumption is correct. Now with the starting shotguns, though, such as the normal pump and then the chrome, I'm going to be showing gameplay just to clarify things up with Zoe, because Zoe just simply wanted to know. And yes, this is going to end up being possible. You can end up getting one-shots with both the normal Left 4 Dead 1 pump shotgun and the chrome, which means that, ladies and gentlemen, this myth is confirmed. Alrighty, guys, it's final myth time. We're going to be seeing if whether or not it is possible that you can get over 1,000 ping in Left 4 Dead 2. Can you get 1,000 ping before your computer essentially has a heart attack? Has anybody ever lagged this bad themselves? I don't know. Let's find out and set a record. Myth: can you get over 1,000 ping in Left 4 Dead 2? Alrighty, guys, so this last myth was basically submitted by me and the boys, Drages, Glabursko, and Dan. While they were playing with me, we're kind of messing around and we were just spawning in a crap ton of stuff, and we were really getting some bad lag. And I thought to myself, being like, hey, how bad can we make this? Is there a way that we can make this really bad to the point where, like, our computers basically shut off? And I thought, hey, let's pick a number. Let's shoot for 1,000 ping. And that's what we decided to aim for. So me, Dan, Glabursko, and Drages just spammed everything. Eventually it got to the point where we just decided, hey, we're going to spawn in Special Infected, we're going to spawn in vehicles, we're going to spawn in weapons, we're going to spawn in bot survivors, we're just going to spawn in absolutely everything. We decided to play a little bit of God, and we wanted to see how bad it could truly get. So what you're about to see is basically just a crap ton of everything. It got, like, really bad. It was getting so laggy that our computers, I honestly thought, were just going to explode. Now here is the one thing when it comes to this myth, is that it was extremely hard to end up getting the results that we wanted because our computers would just crash constantly. It was getting frustrating because we couldn't even achieve something as simple as lag. Like, trying to get lag was hard to do. And unfortunately, it was just repeat after repeat of just the game crashing over and over and over again. Now, in hindsight, that's technically, I guess, a good thing. It means that our computer is not trying to force the game to load and then basically completely killing itself. But I did want to see if we can get certain results. I was able to, even though I unfortunately didn't get this on camera, go up to like 800 plus ping, which is a lot. But this is the kicker. Take a look at this photo. This is Dan when he was playing by himself, and he managed to get over 900 ping. That is just ludicrous to me, and I am honestly surprised he was able to get this picture before his house exploded. I'm legitimately shocked, because the fact that his computer did not shut down, that is some resources. That is a really strong computer. Dan, your computer must be Jesus. Like, I have seen some bad lag before in video games, but I have never managed to see somebody get over 900 ping. Is it possible in the right circumstances, though, where it could get just a little bit higher and go up to 1,000? I want to say yes, which is why I am, ladies and gentlemen, leaving this myth at plausible. I think in the right circumstances, if you ended up having all the stars align and you had your computer just like in a certain way where the internet was slightly unstable, maybe you had like rain out, maybe you had people connected from different countries, maybe you spawned in a certain amount of like random objects that your computer just was like, you know what, to keep up, I'm just gonna ramp up everything, and you end up getting 1,000 ping. So that's why I'm calling the myth here. And if you guys have any experiences where you have lagged this bad, please share your experiences with me. There will be actually a link down below to my Discord, and I want to just see your guys' crazy stories about how you lagged, and possibly, maybe you guys even had 1,000 ping. Alrighty guys, that was the final myth. Pretty epic, right? If you guys want to check out more myths, by the way, definitely check out last week's episode where for the final myth we were testing whether or not it was possible if you could catapult players by using throwable grenades, because that was insane. There will be a link down below in the description and end card at the end of the video. If you guys end up enjoying today's video, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe to show your guys' support. If you'd like to financially support the channel, I tremendously appreciate it if you guys could go check out my Patreon. It is always linked down below in all my YouTube video descriptions, or you guys could use supporter creator code BlackNinja797 in all caps in the Fortnite Epic Games item shops, because Epic is my very first sponsor and they're sponsoring today's video, so shout out to Epic Games. But yeah guys, I hope you end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTubers are ever going to see. Thank you for watching guys, I love ya, and peace out.
Hey meme lords, Jesus here, and you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too. And give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!
Did I just what that dance with Bill?
Myth, can you default dance in Left 4 Dead?
Hang on, I gotta turn my.
Yo, break it down, guys. Do some Fortnite dancing.